Toy Story 3. Although it was conceived as a movie for children, for kids, really it isn't. I watched this movie and I would like to comment some topics that I find very, very interesting. Loyalty, betrayal, and courage. The personages in this movie are toys, but they have some personalities that are very human, very, very well conceived. And I would like to talk about the pink bear. What happened to our heroes in this story from the previous movie Toy Story 1 and Toy Story 2? We had a set of friends, the cowboy, the Buzz Lightyear, and the lady which is also a cowgirl. So these toys were transferred to a playground. In this playground, the dictator, the leader, was Pink Bear. This personage is really someone that hates himself, but it's not able to recognize that feeling. Instead, he has created a network, a corrupted network in the playground where all the toys must obey his commands. In order for this to happen, he had to create a security network. Toys that will watch the other toys, spying them, and reporting any attempt to fight, any attempt of rebels, so the dictatorship could continue. What these toys of the network, of the security network, could gain by doing that? A few corrupted pleasures like gambling or deciding the fate of the new toys, the toys that just arrived to the playground. That's what happened to our heroes, the cowboy, the Buzz Lightyear, and the cowgirl. Because they were new, they were assigned to the worst case scenario, to the worst room in terms of the savage, the wildness of the children that play with the toys. You know, the smaller kids do not treat very well their toys. They tend to break the toys. They tend to play very hard with the toys. So our heroes were sent there, but our hero, the cowboy, realizes that the Pink Bear was behind all of this dictatorship, and it could be very well if that would be the only goal in your life. But the goal for our heroes was to return to the family, to return home. And in order to do that, they had to escape. So it was inevitable that cowboy faces the Pink Bear, and when doing that, Pink Bear tries to convince cowboy that everything in life wasn't worth to fight, wasn't worth to give life for others, because, as I said before, the Pink Bear was rejected. He thought that he was rejected, and that's why he hated himself. It's important to note that not only the pink bear hated himself, but also he didn't want others to be happy, others to fulfill their feelings. So at the end, when during the fight they were rejected to the trash, and in the trash center, in the trash campus, there is a belt conveyor that destroys everything. So the pink bear was saved by our heroes, and our heroes were almost condemned to the final fate where they would be burned. It's important also to notice that because they were together in that final scene, they were decided to go on, and just in the last second some miracle happened. Three little aliens intervened and saved the heroes. The fate of the bear was already set. He was imprisoned forever on the front bumper of a waste truck.